Dear Cancer, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Cancer Licious, my cutie patootie looking all this so good. I'm going to be doing your mid-monthly reading for January until the end of January. And this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now, in this reading, dear Cancer, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. Also, I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart to dear Jill for sending me that book. Thank you so much. That was very kind of you. And also for the competition for a free Ask a Question, Get an Answer. That winner is going to be announced for the next reading for you, and I will also answer the question, okay? Cancer, I've been resting for a day or so, just resetting, recuperating, and I'm back. But because of course I'm gonna serve my water signs, of course I'm gonna take care of you. You see what I'm saying? Some sassy shit out here. Okay, so dear Cancer, your challenge for mid-January is the Empress. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Justice and Six of Cups. So, dear Cancer, it looks like you and I are on the same page, maybe also because my Venus is in Cancer. I feel like that, of course, this reading is for you, but with the Empress being your challenge, dear Cancer, is there anything that is holding you back from prioritizing yourself and choosing yourself? The Empress talks about nurturing, caring energy, the divine feminine. You could be also, I know there is a lot of male Cancers watching me as well. So there is definitely a challenge here of you prioritizing yourself. You could be disconnecting from someone. You could be choosing to disconnect from a person. There is definitely news coming towards your way. When you receive this news, you're going to make a very important decision, okay? We're going to clarify this and we're going to see why this is your challenge in a minute. In the recent past, you have the Three of Cups, the Hangman, and the Lovers. So in the recent past, it looks like you were in a very strong, loving, committed relationship with someone. You could have dealt with a Gemini, Libra, Pisces. I see here for a lot of you, there was something that was on a hold, okay, for many of you. You and this person, everything started off being great. Maybe this is someone that you separated and then you reconciled back with this person again. But with the Hanged Man, something here was either being delayed, and we're going to find out more. Now, in the present moment, you have the Eight of Wands, the Judgment, and the Four of Pentacles. Now, there is news coming towards your way. I do see here the person that was holding back from you. This person is going to communicate with you, and you have a very important decision here to make, dear Cancer, with the Judgment. Four of Pentacles is telling me that you are still holding on to this person. This could also mean for some of you, you're just closed off because you are in this energy of wanting to prioritize yourself. Maybe this is something that's overdue and it's been taken for a long time and you seem to be kind of over this. So, and that's just usually also what happens when you really pull your energy back to yourself. All of a sudden, you know, news comes towards your way. People come back. We're going to clarify this to see what this news is about for you. In the near future, you have the Four of Cups, the Moon, and the Ten of Wands. So, Cancer, I do see here an offer being made to you, and you seem to be questioning this offer, okay? The Moon is you, dear Cancer, that is your card. There is an offer that's going to come towards your way. You fully do not trust this person yet. I feel like the reason why is because you have given them way too many chances with the Ten of Wands, and it's like you're wanting to retreat and to pull your energy back. The reason why is because you want to make sure that this person is not coming back with the same patterns and you're not going to find yourself being in the same loop. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you also could be dealing with the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be a Libra here also. So Six of Cups, yeah, this person from the past is returning. Six of Cups indicates a soul connection here and someone that you already have been connected with in the past. So without any further ado, let's get into your reading and clarify. You could be also dealing with the Taurus as well, by the way. Okay, so Cancer, It feels great to take a break, like for a day or so, to rest and rejuvenate and come back. And you are the first one that I'm starting with. The Empress. It's also about love. You're starting to really love yourself more, which is great. So the Empress is clarified by the Chariot. This is literally you. You can't make this up, you know what I'm saying? The Chariot is the card of a Cancer. The Chariot, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. That is you, King of Cups. And then the reason why you have a hard time trusting this person is because you feel like there is something that was hidden from you. Dear cross-watcher, respectfully, if this is not your story, please do not take it personal. For many of you, the Justice and the Seven of Swords, some of you are dealing with the Libra. Maybe this person was not being honest with you. And I want to say respectfully, not every sign is like that. There is always an evolved and unevolved version of each sign. Okay, so for many of you, you were dealing with someone, dear Cancer, that you had trust issues with. And for a lot of you, your challenge here has a lot to do with, you might have, so a lot of you are basically no longer people pleasing. There is something about you being very direct. Okay, someone here may want to talk to you and make an offer to you. I think that's what this communication is about. And this can change a lot of things. This can change everything. But when this offer comes to you and when someone starts opening up and having a conversation with you, you seem to be in a completely different mental state of mind. With the Chariot, you seem to be kind of moving on. You seem to be putting yourself first with the Empress energy, self-love, self-care. You're like very, very detached. And for a water sign, I think that's a very powerful. So I do see here a communication here, someone initiating. This is an initiation of a conversation, of this person wanting to have a brand new beginning with you. Now, in the recent past, you have the Three of Cups. I feel like for many of you also, there might have been a third-party situation. This is not going to resonate with everyone. There might have been a third-party situation, and maybe that's the reason why the Hangman here is telling me that something here was being delayed. So the Three of Cups, dear Cancer, is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the Eight of Swords. Okay. I just don't do reversals. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the Eight of Swords. Some of you also were dealing with the Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. So I feel like that for a lot of you, there is something here about this person hiding things from you. You just couldn't really see where this was actually going. You tried to reconcile with this person, but with the Eight of Swords, you were trying to really see what was it that this person maybe was hiding. Was there anything that was being concealed from you? For many of you, I feel like that there was a very important karmic lesson here to learn with the Wheel of Fortune. And this is, I think, is going to resonate with a lot of you. One of your lessons to learn in this lifetime, dear Cancer, is to not overextend yourself and to set boundaries. This may sound simple, but it is actually what I see here for your sign, because you tend to overpour and overgive of yourself. And this is something that maybe you missed out on learning, you know, and really applying, because a lot of you felt guilty if you were to set boundaries and if you were to say no to this person. And there was something that was very toxic in the past. I am also seeing the Devil, which might have caused the Three of Swords for you. Now, the Hangman here is clarified by the Three of Swords, the Death card, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so a situation here came to an end very unexpectedly, and you know I'm the prophet. You know I'm a prophet here, so I can see the cards before even they come out, because I'm a seer. Okay, and I honor this gift, and I spoke the words and they came out, and this is not the first time this is happening. It has happened multiple times. So let's get back to the reading. I feel like that for many of you, this situation here came to an end because there was a delay, and you went through a major heartbreak. You went through a major tumultuous phase of your life. And I'm also seeing here, dear Cancer, you are the Knight of Cups. You came out of a major transformation. This breakup, this situation, this relationship that ended and it caused you a lot of pain, it actually strengthened you. It actually never changed your true nature of who you are. You still came out of this situation in a very noble way. But I think you might have also gone through like the dark night of the soul. And a lot of you watching me, you're very spiritual. You know tarot, you know astrology, you know dream interpretation. You maybe are a Reiki master healer. So you know when I'm seeing the cards and the energies I'm seeing. And this is a confirmation. Now, with the lovers here in the recent past, you were still in love with this person. Even though things ended between you and them, you were still in love with this individual here. Someone also here could have been in the military, like a Navy, US Army. I'm getting here like a, what do you call that? A uniform. It could have been a firefighter also. Pilot, airline, something about like airline, maybe flight attendant. I'm seeing a uniform. Okay, the person you were dealing with, you were still in love with this person. The lovers is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the World. So for a lot of you, I do see here, I'm getting chills right now. You either waited for an apology, which never came. You waited and waited and waited. You were so uncertain. I'm getting chills right now. You were very uncertain whether this chapter was closed or not. Okay, so you have the World and the Seven of Cups. A lot of confusion whether are we over, are we not over, are you know, and it's not like that you were just waiting for this person to come towards you and apologize or confess their love to you. I think you did still love this person. You just wanted to see if this person truly meant, like when they told you they loved you in the past, did they really mean this or not, right? And also you wanted to see if they could commit to you or not. Now, because you are shifting and you're putting your energy to yourself, and it could be a struggle with the Empress, there is news coming in your way, okay? So let's clarify the Eight of Wands for you in the present moment. The Eight of Wands is clarified by the Judgment, the Hierophant, and the Moon. So Taurus energy here, Cancer, that's you again, the Moon, and Scorpio. So somebody, I feel like this person they seem to start thinking about commitment. You also have the Five of Wands, so there has been a conflict and an unresolved issue between you and this person. I do see here a decision that is being made on their end as well. Just as much as you have the Judgment on top of your reading, dear Cancer, this person also seems to be like going back and forth and thinking with the Judgment. You know, they're very nervous to come towards you and to make an offer to you. There is something here about marriage, something about divorce. Maybe someone here is still tied up to another person, and this is very specific. There maybe are going through like a divorce here, and they have to decide how they're gonna approach you when it comes to this commitment. Because I feel like a lot of you made it very clear to this person of what you really want with this person. I'm hearing the name Jack, Jackson. Those are the names that I'm hearing right now. Now the Judgment and Alan. So the Judgment here is talking about decision-making process. Okay, so the Two of Wands, you and this person could come from two different cultures and backgrounds, geographical destination. Now a lot of you, I do see here travel happening between you and this person, maybe meeting halfway. There is going to be a discussion about marriage, about this relationship with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands here indicates relationship, partnership, and the Ace of Cups is about love. I do see here you're still thinking about this. Now a lot of you are going to want to give this a chance because you're still holding on to this person with the Four of Pentacles. But this is not the typical Four of Pentacles where you're holding on to out of insecurity or desperation. I think you just want to give it a shot. But at the same time, Four of Pentacles, you're holding your energy back. You're kind of going very, 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 very slowly back into this person. Okay, and let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, and that is clarified by the King of Wands, the Empress, and the Five of Swords, and you have the King of Swords. So the Empress, which is your challenge, as I also talked about it earlier, this has a lot to do with you just wanting to make sure that there is no third parties, there is no competition, there is no argument, there is no misunderstanding, dear Cancer. The Five of Swords, it does tell me that there used to be a lot of arguments and conflicts and misunderstandings, or maybe competition, conversations about third parties, and that is something that you don't want to experience anymore. Okay, you could be dealing with the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. For a lot of you, you're going to start setting boundaries, very strong boundaries with this person. Okay, and there is a conflict here that you're still open to resolve. I think a lot of you know that there is something toxic in this dynamic that needs to be dealt with, and I'm going to keep it very real. Now, with the Four of Cups here, I feel like here someone is rejecting someone or maybe setting boundaries. You may think about keeping this person at your hands bay just to see if their actions are matching with their words. Okay, so the Four of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Swords, King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So, and the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Anytime you see this, it's very rare, doesn't always happen. You see these court cards showing up together. It does indicate whether this, I mean, this is a very power couple dynamic, king and a queen together, right? And then the Ace of Swords. So a lot of you could have some Gemini air sign in your birth chart also. For many of you, you could be like a rising Gemini or moon in Gemini or Aquarius or Leo rising or Leo Venus. So for many of you, I feel like that you're going to have a very clear conversation with this person. If they are willing to put in the work, if they're really willing to invest into this relationship, there is something here that need to change with the Hanged Man. This is about a change of a circumstance. It's like upside down, and there is the Two of Swords. This person needs to decide which side of the fence they are going to be. Are they on this side of the fence or on the other side of the fence? And this can mean multiple things to multiple people. It's a little bit of a coded message, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, because a lot of you already have experienced a betrayal in this situation, and you don't want to find yourself in there. You're basically looking out for yourself, which is great. Now, for many of you, you have to have a conversation. You are going to have a conversation. It's like you're giving this person an ultimatum. If they're going to break that ultimatum and not accomplish that, then you're going to remove yourself. The moon is you in the near future. There you are. Okay, your subconscious mind, you're changing. You're doing a lot of change. You're changing your limiting beliefs. Okay, you're really stepping into your power in the near future, Cancer. This could also mean this new moon in Capricorn and the full moon in Leo coming up. So there is a lot of amplified energy coming up about self-confidence. Okay, your fire is getting ignited. It's clarified by the Hermit, Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. A lot of you are also strengthening your intuition. You're becoming really, really wise. With the Hermit here is you just basically holding the lantern of the knowledge of all the experiences that you have had so far and the wisdom that you have accumulated. You're going to shed light onto this situation and see if this is something worth your investment or not. Because the Queen of Pentacles, you are also going to be taking into consideration when it comes to your financial assets and when it comes to your money, when it comes to your house. Are you going to really invest it with this person or not? And in the near future, there is a lot of conversation that's happening that I see your Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, so a lot of talk, a lot of discussions. You are tired of repeating the same cycle. You don't want to find yourself being into the same cycle again and again. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups. That's you, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. And you have the Fool. I don't think there has ever been this kind of a perfect reading. This is just really flawless for you. Your cards always come out exactly what your story should be. So let me elaborate. In the near future, basically, you're gonna, based on all of these conversations you're going to have, I like to explain the cards so it makes more sense to the viewer as well. King of Cups, this is water sign Cancer, Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. In order for you to have a brand new beginning with this person and invest your time into this relationship and reconcile and reunite, you need to make sure that they're also equally yoked with you, that they're also equally sharing everything. They're showing up properly, they're texting you properly, they're showing up at your door properly, they are initiating dates, dinners, events, difficult conversations properly in order for you to embark into this relationship again and have a brand new beginning. The most important thing here for you, dear Cancer, to remember is that for you and this person to have an equal give and take exchange energy. The reason why is because at the end of the day, you want to experience this Ten of Cups. You want to make sure that you and this person are actually like it's living happily after, but there is work that needs to be done. And I'm always going to mention that, okay? Because you don't want to carry someone else's burdens. You don't want to be someone's mommy, someone's daddy, try to teach him, try to, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you are a great teacher, you're a great caretaker, but you want to also, you know, like we're all adults, right? Like this person needs to take accountability if they're really wanting to be with you. Let's see what is the advice and what do you need to know. What is the advice? Although I kind of did give a little bit of advice based on this clarification of the last one. So the advice for you, dear Cancer, that you have the King of Swords, the Sun, and the Chariot. I mean, this is just insane. I'm getting chills right now. The Chariot is you. Let me just hear you say, Amen. The Sun and the King of Swords. So there is a big potential for you and this person to have a lot of happiness. You got the Emperor, Aries energy, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So for many of you, you see again, you have the court card, the Chariot, which is the card of a Cancer. Is literally one of my most favorite cards. It's a very determined card. It's the card of resilience. It's the card of leaving the past behind, transmuting, alchemizing, and moving forward. So I do see here, dear Cancer, for many of you, a lot of happiness. The Sun is here. That is like literally one of the most positive energies out there. A lot of things being eliminated, okay? Things are gonna come under the light. It's gonna make you a lot more happier. The reason why is because you finally decided to overcome this challenge and put yourself first. When you put yourself first, hold yourself at a higher standard and do not put anyone on a pedestal and don't chase anyone or anything. You stay in your own lane. You will see how this person shows up and how everybody else starts mirroring that energy back to you, okay? Because we ain't no pygmy here, honey. We don't do no dusty crusty. So dear Cancer-licious, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being here from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate you. Also, thank you so much for going ahead and hitting that like button, leaving positive comments, making yourself known into the comment sections. I'm here to serve and I'm here to slay. Always. I love you so much. I'll see you soon, Cancer. Take care.